Hello dear Everwinners, my blessings to you. Ahead of the examinations, I always give vital tips in order to make sure that you secure good marks in all the subjects. There are various statements related to examination. You cannot be blamed if you fear exam. You cannot be faulted if you are looking forward to exam with some amount of anxiety. You cannot be blamed if you hate exams. Our examination system is almost a punishing one, but considering the competition in the country, the cutthroat competition prevailing in the job market, this is the only way. Wherever you go, they will ask you to give 10th mark sheet, they will ask you to give plus 2 mark sheet, they will ask you to give semester exam mark sheets. Then you have to prepare. This is why I always say examination is a bitter tablet. Unless you consume it, the illness of unemployment cannot be cured. And this is why even Subramania Bharatiyar said he was hating mathematics. Kanakku, manakku, amanakku, he used to say, indicating his hating the subject. And abroad, Winston Churchill, the former Prime Minister of England, the famous statement which I have gone on record saying many times, these examinations are a great trial, test, obstacle. This is always a challenge. When he was a school student, what he experienced, he said, but there is a compulsion. So you should start loving exams. You should start liking the exams. You should look forward to exams with a lot of enthusiasm. If you have interest, if you have enthusiasm, then you will start preparing for the examinations. No doubt about it. Give up the kind of lack of confidence. Your relatives will say, your parents will say you will not study well. Your friends will say that you will not study well. You are not fit for studies. Even teachers will say you are not fit for studies, but don't believe them. You can do. Believe yourself. Start working. There will be positive results. I am telling you today it is going to happen. So first thing is confidence. Throw away all the negative comments, negative perception about your abilities. Even God cannot decide your abilities. It is you that going to decide all these things. So coming to this particular point, in the almost half-yearly exams for CBSE and what we call always September quarterly exams for matriculation, the first idea is to maximize, to improve from the previous performance. I was scoring 70 in the previous exams. Now the target is not much. It is 75-80. Those who are scoring 40, 50-55. Those who are scoring 80, enter 90s. Those who are in 90, secure center. Little improvement enough, because this is middle of the year examination. So there are several strategies to be adopted during exams. I will tell you today, whatever time given, you give 10-day study holiday for one subject, it will not be enough. Because first 6 days we will not work. Examination tomorrow, examination day after tomorrow, then we will be allotting some time. That cannot happen. Now, right now sit down. Whatever be the time of exam, plenty of time should be there. Anyway, we have all the kind of weaknesses becoming of a human being. So you may run short of time. So I am giving you 2 study patterns today. One is wide extensive study. For example, you have 3-4 days for one exam. You can go through all the lessons, take into account all the concepts for preparation. You can really go well, not a problem, spend a lot of time. This is when you have plenty of time. This is called wide extensive study. In abbreviation you can take WES. On the other hand, you are running short of time. You feel there is more to study but you don't have time. Then another strategy you can follow, that is called selective intensive study. SIS. Wide extensive study, cover all. Selective intensive study, don't cover all. Most important, you know that. Those days we were talking about blueprint. Now these days it is not there. But you know, definitely sure short questions will be there from this particular lesson. You believe what to be covered. The more important, the most important ones can be covered. So if you are able to do that, then you are doing justice to both. When you have time, you are covering all lessons. When you don't have time, you are covering the most important lessons. So justice will be rendered automatically. So these are the 2 study patterns you can keep in mind and without being told, adapt the lifestyle. You were getting up at 6:30. Now 1 hour earlier, 5:35. Little, and be very careful about your body. Do justice to the body. You should have breakfast. Don't skip breakfast. Similarly, take dinner around 8 o'clock. Sleep at least 7 hours. These are the usual tips I always give. But I am reminding you of the importance of that. Some people are they hours together they will be preparing. Have break. Every 1 hour, 10 minutes, listen to music. 50 minutes you prepare. 10 minutes listen to music. Or whatever the hobbies that you like. Don't do that studying for 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours non-stop. It will not yield the dividends. It will not yield the results. So these are the things you should keep in mind, and the teachers are available. You can even make call to the teacher during holidays. For example, in the evening up to 7 o'clock. Even Sunday you can make a call. Your teacher will pick and clarify doubts that I am assuring you today. So in case sudden doubts arise, you can go for that too. So keep in mind the study pattern. As of now, the options is only one. The option is wide extensive study, because you have time for CRP, you have time for main exam, and this is a little early. So wide extensive study you can do. Let us go for title and 3 points. Study patterns during exams. That is a title. Study patterns during exams. Study patterns during exams. 1. Know, K-N-O-W, know what, W-E-S, all capital letters, W-E-S, in brackets, wide extensive study, close the bracket, and S-I-S, capital letters again, S-I-S, in brackets, selective intensive study, close the bracket, R-A-R-E. I am repeating the first point. Know what, W-E-S, in brackets, wide extensive study, close the bracket, and S-I-S, in brackets, selective intensive study, close the bracket, R-A-R-E. Number 2, follow W-E-S. Follow W-E-S when you have more time before exams. Follow W-E-S when you have more time before exams. 3. Follow S-I-S when you have a little time before exams. Follow S-I-S when you have a little time before exams. That's all for now. Keep going. Thank you very much.